Why, hello there! Ladies and gentlemen, it does not matter how much you polish a turd, it's still gonna stink at the end of the day. What do I mean by that? If you are half-assing things, or not giving it your all, or you're doing things that you are not proud of, but you submit it anyways, the result's not gonna be a good one, essentially. Whatever that example may be, maybe you're working on a work project, maybe it's a college thesis, maybe you're doing just a little personal photography hobby, or you're working on content creation, whatever the heck it may be. If you're not proud of the end product, or if you're not liking what you're seeing, or if you know that you're cutting corners but you just want to get the due date done, I just smacked all my measuring cups. You're in trouble, that's essentially what I'm going to say. But I'm not here just to frickin' point fingers and, yeah, I guess just point fingers because, dude, I'm a frickin', I was gonna say I'm a turd polisher myself, but no, I'm not. I'm glad I thought that one through a little bit. But I will say I am a pro procrastinator. And when you procrastinate, that sometimes forces you to have to polish turds and get them out the window, out the metaphorical butthole. But honestly, it doesn't feel good doing that, to be honest. Sometimes it can feel good like, yes, I got the project in before the due date and I barely had to do any work. But does that really feel good? Like, I don't know. I mean, at least speaking for myself, it doesn't. Sometimes it's like, yes, finally, it's like my hands are washed of this thing that just wouldn't die, like this work project that just kept coming back and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it can feel good, but a lot of the time it's like, man, I really could have done better there, and I just chose not to so I could be lazy, I guess. And I know I'm not the only person who's done that, because plot twist, being lazy is like one of the main, I don't know, things of being a human. Like, our brains are literally wired to be lazy, to save energy so we can hunt and be on the prowl for the night and stuff. Even though we literally have grocery stores and all that. So our brains are kind of wired to want to take the easy way out of things, to find the most optimally less work, less effort, minimum energy expenditure way out of things, or through things. But a lot of the time, the end result or the end product that you get from those things is either fake, crumbles away immediately, or never even comes to fruition in the first place. Okay? While we in the aspect of working out, because that's one of the things that I like. I like working out, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. I can't. Let's say I'm trying to cut weight. Let's say or not cut weight, but cut fat. I can't do that just by, okay, I'm gonna do an extra 10 minutes of cardio on the bike every single day. That's a great start, but at the same time, that's not the full picture. That's not the full frickin' picture. It takes dieting, it takes good sleep, it takes tracking your calories, which I guess is part of dieting. It also takes drinking a crap ton of water. There's a bunch of other factors that go into this thing that you know, that I know it takes all of those things, but I'm choosing to take just the easy way out. I'll just do extra time on the cardio bike. Does that make sense? You can apply that logic anywhere. With cosplay, like the convention's coming up, I'll just buy this and this and then I'll call it a day. And then you're gonna get to the convention and you're gonna see people who look way cooler than you do, which again, isn't the point of cosplay, it's not a competition. I'm just saying this because I know we've all felt this way. You see someone who looks way cooler than you're like, damn, I totally could have done that, and I didn't. So at the end of the day, stop polishing your frickin' turds, guys, all right? I think originally when I was kind of thinking about this video, I was like, I guess I can kind of talk about like AI and stuff, but that's not really, it's an oversaturated topic, dude. It's like the two ways people talk about AI online is you have like the LinkedIn bros who are like all for it, and then you have pretty much everyone else who understands that it's immoral. And yeah, it's like, I mean, when it comes to polishing a turd, I mean, I think that's why a lot of people's bullshit detectors start going off when they're looking or reading anything that's like AI created or AI written, because you can tell that it's a polished turd. I don't know. I at least with me, I don't know if it's because I'm in like the creative space for my day job and stuff. I'm having to like sift through a lot of that. But I don't know. It's just kind of like my sort of 2 cents, I guess, on AI. At least like when you're using it to create things that are like wholly create things. Like if you go cancel me if you want. If you want to use AI to organize a spreadsheet or some shit like that, whatever, dude. I understand that people's bosses make them do certain things. If that's you, I'm not gonna judge you for it. But if you're like trying to defend like, again, all the AI, everybody talks about the AI flyers, AI music, all that kind of shit. The stuff that's supposed to be like fun and enjoyable, and things that you're supposed to suck at first and then get better at. That's just wrong. It's stupid. That is a absolutely horrible way to look at it. But again, this is all just like freaking slop buzzwords that have been circling around and opinions that have been on the internet for years now. So no matter what, the main takeaway from this video, gosh, I'm gonna say it again, dude. Don't polish your turd. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys had a fantastic Wednesday, by the way. It was actually a pretty good Wednesday for me on my end. It was a busy day. It wasn't, I will say, I wasn't quite as productive work-wise as I thought. And low-key, this video idea might be coming just from like my own internal monologue, because I was like trying to rush through a work project and I was like, okay, I can't, I just gotta like actually rip off the Band-Aid and really freaking sink my fingers in and not like beat around the bush with this way I'm doing this. And then that's when the idea came to me. Am I trying to polish a turd, or am I actually trying to do a good job? Sometimes you gotta take a step back and ask yourself that. Am I polishing a turd? Maybe that'll be the title of the video. I don't know. There was like a few ideas going through my head. I also didn't know if I'd already made this video, and now I'm like low-key second guessing myself. Either way, though, I think this one's way better. This has been a good chat. This has been a good talk. I've low-key been in the flow state this full conversation, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like I said, I hope you had an awesome Wednesday. Feel free to share a high and a low in the comments. I would love to discuss and chat with you and hear about your wins and stuff. Now I can support you through your losses for the week. Who am I freaking kidding? My viewers don't have any freaking losses. We're all up. We stay up. What's all that motion back there? Type shit. I got chest and shoulders at the gym tonight. My legs are probably the most sore, or at least like my quads are the most sore that they have been in a very long time from a leg day. Not a very long time, that was kind of dramatic. But in like definitely a few weeks. I would even venture to say a month. So that feels pretty cool. I'm still watching Hajime no Ippo. It's really, really good. I was watching it when I was doing my cardio at my like little private gym that they have at the office, and there was like a locker room scene on, and they were like straight up like I mean, it was blurred, but they were like shaking their dongs around and stuff, and I'm like on a cardio bike surrounded by people. Great show, though. I recommend watching it. There's a lot of dick jokes, and it's funny. Okay. Not like dick jokes, but it's more like, I don't know, when you're like a 16-year-old, it's just like buttholes and penises are funny. So it's kind of just like that. It's like locker room humor sometimes. The most part is just sort of a really good grounded boxing anime. Okay, now I'm rambling. I'm gonna feed my freaking cat and wish you guys the best rest of the freaking day, night, afternoon. I don't even know if there's any other like states of being for the times of day. So I just hope that whatever one that you're in, it's an awesome one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Thursday.